everyone. So this afternoon I'm trying to fit this. It is a clutch slave cylinder support bracket. The reason for fitting this kit is that the existing bracket can flex a little bit when the clutch is activated. If we free those up a little bit, we should be able to get easier access to the two bolts. See. Right, one bolt. Yes, number two. So I've loosened that off, taking the one off that side. Getting the airbox out of the way will make accessing the slave cylinder much easier. That's fallen on the ground. Yeah. So the new mounting bracket goes underneath the original mounting bracket, which is there. And then we have new longer bolts that go through the slave cylinder, the old mounting bracket, and then bolt through the new mounting bracket. It's going to sit in like that. Those two holes go under the existing holes, and then that bit, this end, bolts up into the gearbox bell housing somehow. This water pipe is in the way. This is the bell housing bolt that needs removing. I think it will be much easier to remove the bolt if the exhaust manifold heat shield is out of the way. Right, that's an 18mm. There we go. Now what we've got to do is get this in there. Clutch slave cylinder goes through there. That goes on to the bell housing. But there is a water pipe in the way. No, actually you'd have thought that the water pipe would go there, so maybe it goes that way up. It's got to go right underneath. I'm guessing it goes that orientation because of that for the water pipe. How we get it in there is anyone's guess. So the instructions talk about loosening off the Jubilee clips at each end of the water pipe and moving the hose more towards the end, but it doesn't feel as though there's any, I don't think there's much give in that at all. At least on my car it's really awkward to get to, and I spent about 20 minutes trying to manipulate the bracket into position, and there's just no way on this planet that it's going to go. There's just too much in the way. Spent a bit of time on YouTube, spent a bit of time on Google, can't find any videos showing how to fit one of these. So it looks like I may actually be the first person to do it, which is brilliant. I'm just going to have to suss it out for myself. So far I've taken off the airbox and I've taken off the exhaust heat shield. What I think I'm now going to have to do is I'm just going to have to bite the bullet, drain the cooling system and move some of the pipes. So first job I've got to do, work out which of these two pipes is the one that's in the way. So I'll be back in a sec. So there's that one that I need to take off. Here we go. Good. Right, we've got a pretty good view of what we're looking at now. That's a slave cylinder sitting on the bracket. The new bracket goes underneath this one. This is where I took the bolt out from last night. The new bracket should bolt onto there. That's the theory at least. So I'm going to go and grab it now and let's see if it fits. And that goes through there, and then hopefully that will go on to there. Okay, next job is to get the bolts through the slave cylinder, through the old bracket and into the new bracket. So I can see the slave cylinder's moved a little bit. See if I can get that lined up properly first. Aha, there we go. So there you go, you can see the first bolt through, and the second one looks like it's pretty well lined up now. With that water pipe out of the way, it's much easier to fit. I do seem to spend a lot of my life laying on the ground underneath this car. Just as well I love doing all this stuff. Right, so that's one bolt in, ready for the second one. Okay, this one's proven to be a bit of a pain. So it's absolutely gloriously hot out here. Although it seems a bit oily and messy around that area, the clutch slave cylinder itself seems fine. I've run my finger over it, doesn't seem to be any seeping of clutch fluid, and actually I know that I don't lose clutch fluid anyway, so I don't think there's anything wrong with the slave cylinder. So just got to get those two tightened. Tighten that up, and then we're job done. And then let's see how much clearance there is around that water pipe. There we go. Right, job done, that's in place. Not overly happy about the way that rubber pipe is resting against the bracket. I have put the rubber protector on the end of the brackets, but it's just come off in my hand, so that's got to go back. I don't know if this is original fitment, but according to the instructions it seems to think there should be an aluminium pipe there. Because it's rubber and it's touching that bracket, I'm a little bit concerned that it will chafe and fail on me. So as you can see, what I've done for the time being is put some foam in there, and hopefully that will do the job. I can't say I'm 100% happy with this. I have quite seriously thought about just buying an aluminium hose extender and cutting that into this pipe. The problem is that then means there's 2 extra joints, 2 extra places for potential leaks. So it's sort of 6 of one, half dozen of t'other. I've decided I'm going to leave it as it is for the time being with the extra foam in place. Just keep a good eye on it. If it looks as though it's going to chafe, then I'm just going to have to drain the system again and get an aluminium pipe to put in there. However, I can now put everything back together. I'm going to head out for 15 minutes and see if the modification has improved the gear change. I've been driving for about 5 minutes now, and my initial thoughts are that it does feel better. That shift into 3rd gear wasn't perfect, but it was actually the only one during the entire drive that wasn't 100%. All in all, I think this is an improvement. It may be a little awkward to fit, but I think it's actually been well worth the slightly under £30 that it cost. So that's job done. I even managed to refill the cooling system without ending up with an airlock and overheating problems, so that's a bit of a bonus. Thanks for watching, see you soon.